Okay. So I was going to make slides and then I just figured I would talk the whole time anyways. So I wanted to just go through some things. Kylie and I were talking about how can we help our team grow from where we are and like keep momentum building and keep growing. Because I feel like the beginning of the year, we were like a match. Like we lit it on fire and it just burned. And then I felt like the match, like as it goes down the stick, like it gets smaller and smaller and then eventually it goes out. I feel like June and July and August have kind of been like that, holy crap, the fire is getting really close to my fingers, like I need to like blow it out type of thing. And I think it's just because, I'm going to say this on record, people suck. Like people just suck over the summer, like June, July, August, they suck. And it's okay because there's more people out there that don't suck. There's more people that want to join you and want to do this. You just have to keep your momentum going. So then that way, when it's hard, it still feels like it's not because you're constantly going. And so we were just talking about, we were on a call with Doug Moss. He spoke with us in Minnesota a little bit. He's kind of like that head coordinator guy, and he was talking to us and he said, how many of you have ever had a job before? And I was like, well, I have a job. I'm a teacher, and he was like, if you didn't get paid for 3 months, would you still be doing that job? And I was like, no. Nope. Like I love teaching. I love kids. I love math. I love all of that. But if I wasn't getting paid to teach, I probably would go find something else, right? Like you want to feel important. You want to feel like you're here for a purpose. You want to get compensated for what you're doing. And so he switched that into Beachbody. Like in the first 3 months, if you're rocking your business, if you're making an income, winning your summit ticket, you're like ready to go and you're going. But if you like 3 months out of the business or 3 months out of the year, if you're just not getting paid for Beachbody, you won't last longer than 3 or 6 months. Like, and that, when he said it, like I about cried. I was like, oh my God, my coaches, like they're never going to leave. But then when I looked through like my numbers and stuff of my coaches, the ones that have left are the ones who aren't consistent, who don't make an income, and who just basically live their life over here and then they live Beachbody over here. Like it's not together, if that makes sense. So their lives are separate. Now I'm not saying that everybody on this team, like if you don't make money, you're going to leave right away. Like I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the fact that the majority of you would like to get compensated for the hard work you're putting in. So like right now you're on a team call. Tomorrow you're posting on your social media. The entire week you're posting on social media. You're sharing your story. You're doing all of this stuff. You want to get compensated for it. Like you are helping people. When you reach out to people and you're talking to them and they give you excuses and you like talk back with them, you talk about their struggles, you talk about their successes and things like that, and then they finally sign up with you, like those people matter to you because you're getting compensated for helping them, but you're also, you have that feeling in you of helping somebody. And so I know when I was talking with Kylie, I told her, I was like, when I first started coaching, I didn't really care about the income because I'm a teacher, so I get paid every single month, the exact same time, the exact same amount, no matter if I give quizzes every single day or if we play video games or something in class every single day, like I still get paid the exact same. And so like with Beachbody, I just wanted to help people. I told her, I was like, I just want to help people. I actually got paid like 4 or 5 times by a paycheck instead of direct deposit because I just really didn't care about, like getting paid. I didn't even know I was making money really. And then I think as time went over and I figured out I was spending time sending out invites, I was spending time posting, I was spending time helping people, helping them on their journey. I had a couple of new coaches. I was helping my new coaches get started. And then I, kind of understood that it's okay to make money while we're doing this. I don't know why, but for like, I don't know, probably 6 months, I just felt awful making money, helping people. And I think it's just because of the fact that, like, as a teacher, as an actual coach, like a softball, basketball coach, you always want to just help people. You want to be that person. And all of you guys on this call are on my team or Kylie's team or our team for a reason, because you want to help people and you're a good person. But it's okay to want to make money as well. And I think that I posted a lot, and I think I started my team off as we're focused on helping people, and that's where our focus should be on. But I think I honestly can't remember the last time I talked to my team about making money, about making an income, about paying bills off with Beachbody. I don't remember the last time I've ever talked to you guys about it, just because of the fact that I don't know, it's always been that white elephant in the room. I never really knew how to explain it or how to talk about it, because I didn't want my team to think that they were just dollar signs to me, because they're not, And so when I was talking with Kylie, we were just like, well, here's the deal. If you're not getting paid with Beachbody, you're not going to be around longer than 6 months. Like, you're just not. If you're not getting paid, if you're not putting in the effort and you're not getting paid for your effort, you're just not going to stick around. And I went back through my list of all of my coaches I've ever had. And I had a couple coaches who were rock star coaches the first 3 months, and then they just stopped coaching. They didn't reach out to anybody. Nobody reached out to them, and they just stopped coaching because they're not getting paid for it. They're not getting compensated for their hard work and their efforts and things like that. So, I just wanted to, just talk about the fact that it's okay to want to make an income. And then we also wanted to tell you how to make this not just a side hustle, but maybe possibly something that you could be doing full time in the future, or even like supplementing your actual income. And so I broke mine down and I just looked at numbers and stuff. But basically, I think Kylie and I both agreed that in order to make this an income, in order to make this something, you have to be consistent. Like, there's no way around it. You just have to be consistent. It doesn't matter if your husband is an asshole. Sorry, I see a baby. It doesn't matter if if your husband's a jerk. It doesn't matter if your kids are awake at 2:43 in the morning. It doesn't matter if your dog is sick or whatever. Like, you still show up. Like, everybody on this call still shows up no matter what, every single day. You might work Beachbody less one day than the other day, but you don't ever just stop and just like fall off the face of the earth. The more consistent you are, the better off you're going to be, because I was just talking with Aaron. So like, I'm struggling right now with some like depression stuff that I'm going through, and he's like, well, why are you doing this, or why are you doing that? I'm like, because I can't just not do it. I've been doing it for so long. Like, I've been getting up in the morning and working out. I've been having my Shakeology every single day. Like, I'm building that momentum. So when I hit a brick wall, like, I still just keep going. Like, I hit it and I just keep going. You don't just hit it and fall back. Like, if you build enough momentum, one little tiny thing, someone telling you no, somebody telling you, like, running down your Facebook, somebody talking crap about you behind your back because you look amazing, people talking that, oh, you drink shakes and all that stuff, like, that stuff doesn't bother me anymore. I used to cry about it when I first started coaching, but now I just literally like, whatever. If you build enough momentum and you are consistent long enough, that momentum is going to carry you through the days that suck. And it's also going to carry you through the days that are absolutely incredible, and allow you to sit there and actually look around you and embrace like the good things that are happening to you. And so consistency, how do you think in your Beachbody business, and I'm asking you guys, what do you think consistency means? When I say you have to be consistent, what do you think that even means?
Doing the vitals every single day.
Okay.
Making sure you're posting every single day.
Setting time aside for it.
Yep.
I fail at that.
No, and that's exactly it. Like your vitals, you're posting on social media, whether it's one time a day or it's 3 or it's 5 or 7 and you're crazy and it's 9 or something, like it doesn't matter as long as you show up every single day, because the day that you told the world that you're a Beachbody coach, people are waiting for you not to post. People are waiting for you to not show up. They're waiting for you to fail, not show up, quit, give up, and prove them right. And so every single day, it's so funny when people say, like, how do you stay motivated? What pushes you? I want to be like, I want to prove you wrong. Like tell them that to their face, but that's the truth though. You want to be consistent because people are waiting for you to fail. And the more you show up consistently, the more crap that happens to you and you still share it and you still show up, the more people who follow you. Okay, so like when Kylie was going through stuff with her husband, like she still like showed up, she still posted, and people kind of like not like got drawn to you, but like connected with you on like a different level. When things happen with like Megan's dog, I'm sure she had people reach out to her about, that situation, or I saw her posts, people were commenting below, like people reach out to you when you're going through that, like people will connect with you. Being consistent, like Kylie said, showing up every single day, setting time aside for your business. Today I had school all day from 8 to 5. I got home at 5. I had a giant migraine. It doesn't matter. I showed up for a call. I had I had supper. I came in here and I worked because I knew I had a call at 8 and I knew I had a call at 8:30. And so some people right now are sleeping because, they have to get up early in the morning or something. They need to set time aside tomorrow to watch the call. Some people aren't on the call, and that's their choice. That's their choice to either be consistent or not be consistent, or let things come up and whatnot. But honestly, if you are looking to make this something that's going to last, you have to be consistent in your business. There's just no way around it. You have to show up every single day. For 2 years now, since August is my 2-year anniversary for my fitness journey, I literally have pushed play on a program every single day, except for the rest days, and except for there was like 1 week in there that we did stuff when we were in Summit. Like every single day I've been pushing play on a workout. And why? Because my coach does the same thing. You show up and you're consistent. You learn, you see it, and you do it. And that's seriously what helps you build an income. And so we wanted to talk about consistency because showing up, doing your vitals, drinking your Shakeology, posting about it on social media, setting time aside for your business, all of that stuff is going to help your income build. It's going to help you. Your consistency builds that momentum, which builds your income. So hitting that part, I just wanted to share a quick thing about income, and then I don't know if like Kylie has anything.
Can I pop in really quick while you're talking about consistency?
Yeah.
One of the things that I really gained like in May when I was in the coach test group for Shift Shop, something that really stuck out to me, and like, you guys, I've been coaching for 2 years, and this was just like a duh moment. This guy goes, that was in the 21 Day Fix test group. He said, you should be posting the crap out of Shift Shop. He goes, you should be sharing everything, every workout, every meal. He's like, be that annoying person that's posting about Shift Shop. And I'm like, duh, why not? Like, why not do that? And I started that when we started the group. I was posting about it all the time. Like 3 or 4 likes, hardly anything, right? And then by the middle, after I got my first couple rounds of results, I saw more traction, and I was still posting about it. And you guys, you have to do that. Like, you don't, you're not going to say flat out, like, this is my workout, but if you're posting it every single day, that builds consistency. Lately, I've noticed when I post my workout right now, I'm in round 5 of Shift Shop. Do people care? No. But all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm going to try intermittent fasting. And I've been posting about it for 2 days. Do you know how many messages I've gotten from people that are like, tell me about this fast. What is it you're doing? That's building a following. That's being consistent. That's sharing it on Snapchat. That's sharing it on Facebook. And you guys, like, I'm just trying this out for me. And like, people want to know what it is, what they're doing, because they follow and they see that. So your business, your journey, you got to post the crap out of it. Like, do it in a tasteful way, right? But like, that's consistency, showing up every day pushing play, even on the rest days, sharing about that. Like consistency, it's your social media. If you're not being consistent on social media, it doesn't matter how many invites you send. It doesn't matter how amazing your results are or what you're doing behind the scenes. Like if you're not present on your storefront, none of it matters. So,
yeah. And then one thing I was going to like talk about, and I know it happened like in our team and stuff. And so I want you to know I'm not like calling anybody out because it's actually happened to me. But, when you are talking to people, and like, let's say I reach out to Jessica and, I'm talking with Jessica, I'm building a relationship with Jessica, and, Susie starts coaching and she signs up with Susie tomorrow. Does that mean that I'm a bad coach? No. Does that mean that I am not worthy enough of her? No. That just means she's going to sign up with somebody she knows, she likes, and she trusts. Does she trust me yet? No, because we're still building that connection. Does she know me? Like a little bit, you know? Like I signed up with Kylie. I could have signed up with 4 other people that, you know, were coaching at the same time. But I signed up with her because I was working with her. I knew I could like, you know, get help and ask questions and things like that. So just know you're not the only Beachbody coach out there. And the only way to set yourself apart is your social media. Like it's your storefront. And so if your storefront is closed the day that I want to sign up with you, I'm going to go to somebody else. So like, I reached out to a girl, I was building and connecting with her, and her best friend decided to coach, and she signed up with her best friend. And you know what? I was like, good, I'm happy. I'm glad that you did that. And then, you know, I just try to reach out to other people, but just know that if someone signs up with somebody else, it's not that you're like the worst person in the world. It's just that they're going to go to somebody they know, they like, and they trust, but you make sure that you control your end of it and that you're posting every single day, because you're going to build traction and you're going to build that credibility with people. Like Skylar, she's not on the call right now, but she rocks her Instagram story, and people connect with her because she's always on video. She's always talking to people. You know, Kylie does her Snapchat all the time. Like that's how she connects with people. And you know, other people do videos on Facebook, like live videos or whatever. Like that's how people connect with people. If you're never on social media, if you never post on Facebook, I never see it. Like no one else is going to see it. So that's just being consistent is also going to help you. And I'm not going to tell you that like 2 years later or a year and a half later, I get my Success Club points from people coming to me. But I guarantee every single month, I at least have a handful of people come to me every single month. So imagine if all you had to do was be consistent and post on social media, show up, ask the right questions on social media, and you could have Success Club every single month. Like, would you post on social media every single day? I guarantee all of you are like, yeah, hello, like, why wouldn't I? So then why aren't you? You know, like you need to be posting on social media and sharing your story every single day. And that doesn't mean just go take a random picture of the trees and, I don't know, make some weird comment. Like it has to be good quality content out there. If you feel like you're struggling with your journey or something, get a transformation. Like even if it's a week transformation, even if it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is, like get a transformation. Because people want to know that you're consistent for real. You know, they want to know that you're actually consistent, because a lot of people can say like, oh, I'm eating clean. Oh, I'm doing my workout. And they're just snapping a sweaty selfie and they're not actually doing anything. Because if you never have a transformation, like people are not going to like, they're just going to be so confused. They're just not really going to know what's going on. But I was just saying, I've had a girl recently say when I do my Hey Girl that they've been following me and wanting me to reach out. Yeah. So a lot of people, you guys, figure out what your 5 things are that, so in the new coach group, Kylie, we just talked about this, the 5 things that make you, you know, like the 5 things that set Kylie apart from everybody else, because we're all Beachbody coaches. And I think the same thing with teaching, you know, what sets me apart from all the other teachers. Like when you're going in for an interview and they say, why you? Ask yourself that, you know, why you, but with Beachbody. So yeah, Recently, yeah. And so Brittany, she just said that she had a lot of people, like she was reaching out to them and just saying like, hey, how's it going? And they were just scared to reach out to her. So they're watching you, they're following your journey. They're just kind of waiting for you to, also to reach out to them. I'm not saying don't reach out to anybody and let them flock to you, because it's not going to happen. I'm just saying that consistency builds that momentum, and then people will come to you, which helps because you're sending messages, you're talking to people, plus you have people coming to you. So that does build. Okay, so we all get it. Consistency breeds confidence. We get that part. Okay, so I just wanted to share just some things. So when I first started coaching, my weekly salary depended on who I signed up and how many people I signed up. So as a coach, not an Emerald coach, as a coach, when I signed people up, I made $50 here, $50 here, $150. It was just solely in control of who I signed up. So my first couple people I signed up, I was a regular coach, and I just made straight commission. So that I was just simply in control of me. Once I turned an Emerald coach, that's when things start to change, because you're building your legs and you're building your volume, and you start to cycle your volume. And so we just talked about that in our new coach training group. So that video will be posted later. But as you cycle, you are making money from you cycling, and you're also making money from you signing up people. So I think of as a coach as right here. I think of as Emerald coach right here. So you get all of this plus this part. Okay, so that's an Emerald coach. Then you have your Ruby coach. So then you get all of this plus up here. Then you have your Diamond coach. You get everything down here plus your Diamond, and then Star Diamond. And I know as Beachbody coaches, we always talk about Diamond and, oh my gosh, you need to be Diamond, get to Diamond. And then once you're there, the fireworks go off, and then they sizzle out. You have to keep working. You can't just stop. And so, Diamond is a key point in your business. That's when you not only are in control of your income, but you also have a team working their tail off that helps your income as well. And so building your tribe is most important. So we're telling you to find coaches, finding rockstar coaches, helping your coaches help your coaches. Helping people doesn't ever stop. So you reach out and help people, but you're also reaching down to your coaches and helping your coaches help them. That's why we run coach training for everybody, because we want everybody to have a strong foundation. And so once I started to hit Diamond, that's when my income actually took off, and that was because I control my husband's account. And so he was my working coach, and my other working coach was Emerald, but I controlled my husband's account. That's why it's really important, if you can, a parent, a sibling, a spouse, if you can get them signed up on one of your legs and really work their account and build it, that really truly helps your income. The reason for that is whoever I put under Aaron, I still get paid for it. Aaron gets volume from it, and it all goes up towards to me. So I'm kind of double dipping when I sign people up. Your spouses or your husband or your wife, I guess there's no guys on this team, but your parent, whoever you're working, that account is so important. So once I started building my husband's account, my income went up to, it was 200, 300, back to 100. Then I was at roughly around 2, 3. That was signing up my husband. So now I'm a Diamond coach. So it went from $50, $100. Now I doubled it, almost tripled it, because I'm at 300 as a Diamond coach. This is weekly, you guys. Making this weekly. What could you do with an extra $300? Pay a second mortgage. There's things that you can do. Then as a 1-star Diamond coach, I have a working Diamond under me. It's my husband. I run his account. I'm double dipping. Okay. So I'm double dipping under my husband's account into my account. And now I also have a tribe on the other side that's building too. And so the first January, February, March, and almost April, I made $4,000 a month. So yeah. Almost half of my teaching salary in 4 months. I literally hit almost $20,000 before school got out in May. And I looked at my husband and I was like, why am I teaching? That was my turning point. To be able to having a good month, I know we've all had good weeks. I know we all had good months, but to have it 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then having it turn into months has been awesome. Being consistent has been amazing. So we're almost through August, and I've almost matched my teaching salary for now 8 months. So I know teachers don't get paid a ton, but getting paid double is pretty nice. So even if I want to teach the rest of my life, I still know that I can make as much as my husband and I together by myself. My husband went to school for 2 years. He hasn't worked for almost a year. And I've been able to match my teaching salary and make it so he can go back to school. So that's as a 1-star diamond coach. That means I have a diamond under me. That means I have a tribe under me and pushing. So if your coach is telling you get your butt to diamond, she's not just doing it for herself, I promise. Like, she's really trying to help you get to diamond and get to 1-star, because that's when shit starts happening. Like, that's really when it starts going. So Kylie, I don't know if you want to just like talk a little bit about yours. I didn't like tell you to get numbers or anything, but
Yeah, no, that's good. I didn't, I don't have my numbers, but I can just tell you like from my experience too. So, Megan and I are very similar, but yet like different in the same sense. And it's so funny when she says like, I was so worried about my money and thinking people, like I was so hesitant about working for money. And she was so hesitant. And just like either me or Megan are like saying, you know, you're so close to diamond, you're so there. Like I did that with her for months too. I was like, oh my gosh, you're set up for diamond. And I'm like, sign up Erin. And she's like, do what? And I'm like, just do it. And she did. But for me, I got to diamond really quickly. And when Megan says like 1-star should be your goal, it should be, because I got to diamond within 6 weeks of signing up or deciding to become a coach. And that's because I had one coach right out the gate that wanted to work, and I had my husband. And so, yeah, I got to diamond, but I was still not making a ton of money because one of those emeralds was my husband. And so the only way he made money was if I signed people up under him. So it's not even that fact of getting to diamond, you guys. It's about getting challengers, signing more people up, and finding coaches that want to work. And so for the first 3 or 4 months of my business, I was still making like what an emerald makes, right? I was making my commissions. I was earning a little bit on Team Cycle bonus, not a ton. And then once Megan jumped on and she decided to coach and she built her team, then I had 2 working coaches. And that's when I saw my income take off. So at that point, that was probably like 5 months down the road, where then it was worth it, you guys. And it's true, like you're on this call right now, you're here for a reason. It's not all about making money, it's about helping people, but you're here right now and you deserve to be compensated for that. And so I got to diamond. I had Megan and Julie working, and I had 2 coaches. Luckily, they were signed up on opposite legs. They were both working. Income was good, but it wasn't about that for me because I was still teaching, right? I still had my full-time job. And then last year when things just things with my husband went south, like went really bad, it was hard. And I took a dip because I was still consistent, but it was consistent in a different way. And then come January, I decided, you know what? I don't want to teach anymore. I can't. Like I can't be mom and wife and teacher and coach. I can't do all of these things. And so what did I do? I put my head down. And from January till now, you guys, I matched my teaching income. I can walk away from my last teaching paycheck this month and feel completely comfortable. Yes, like it's going to be hard going from having my teaching salary to just now having my Beachbody salary. And it's still a lot of dependent on me, but it's consistent every day. And I can walk away from teaching and know that we're going to be okay and like provide financially and not feel like I have to take that hit. And I know Megan and I were talking about this. I didn't start Beachbody with an intention of leaving my full-time job. I didn't. All I wanted to do was pay off my debt. And then when I saw that it was possible and I realized that doing this was more fun to me than standing in front of a classroom telling kids to shut up and stop kicking each other, like to me that wasn't fun anymore. Like this to me is fun and I enjoy that. And now I can be with my kids and not feel so stressed and not have so much like going on. And Megan told me the same thing. Like when I was like, I think I want to stay home. She's like, no, not me, never. Like I can't do that, you know? And your mind changes because the possibilities become that reality for you. And it's to a point now. I was going to say something and I forgot, but it happened with consistency, and it continues to happen with consistency. And now my goal is I'm home. You guys, my goal now is to be able for my husband to leave his job and do what he wants, like full out do what he wants. Hates his job. He hates it so much. And I hate it because he's awful. But so now I have a new goal. I have a new income goal to reach and to match and to make it happen. And so getting to Diamond is awesome. It's great. Yeah, you have that 20 seconds of fame on Facebook when your coach shouts you out, but get to 1 star. Like, get to 1 star. Find somebody that's just like you and wants to run with you and make it happen. Because how could you benefit from an extra $200 a month or a week? $500 a week. You know, how awesome would that be? How beneficial would that be to start paying off that debt and start making that happen? Like, this is your chance. And I remember what I was going to say. So Saturday, I decided to take what I had made that last week, because I had my highest paying week again. Like, I matched my highest paying week last payday. And that's weird for the middle of the month. Usually the middle of the months are low. And I went through and I figured out about how many hours I worked. And you guys think, okay, you stay at home, like you have all the time. You guys, I only work during nap time, and now once bedtime's like on, like that's it. So we're talking like 3 hours a day maybe. And so I figured it out. You guys, I made $60 an hour last week. $60 an hour for the work that I was putting in and what I got made, what I compensated, what I made. $60 an hour. Like, where can you go from your house without a bra on and like make money? Right? You can't. Like, you can't. But consistency. It has come from showing up every single day. Every single day. I'm still trying to figure out my weekend schedule of when I can do stuff on the weekend and get it done. But Monday through Friday, you guys, I bust my ass during nap time. Like, I get pissed if somebody wants to talk to me during nap time. So I'm like, no, it's go time. Like, we have to go. Okay? But it's consistency. And you can do it. You can do it. You just have to get out of your head and make it happen. So.
Okay, we have like 3 minutes left. I just didn't know if anyone had any questions or anything. I just want to, if you like need me to, I said this on a call before, if you want me to give you permission, like you have permission to kick ass and make an income with Beachbody. Like, yes. I needed someone to give me permission, so.
I had to tell her like 10 times, so.
Yeah. But, yeah, if you have questions, we have like 3 minutes. If not, like, you guys can go to bed and hang out with your dogs and stuff.
Will everybody go love on my post, please?
Yes. Not right now. We're on a team call. I'm just kidding.
No.
But yeah, sorry today was kind of like a call and not